In a small town of KwaZulu-Natal, there lived an 81-year-old Jeremy Zen who shocked everyone by walking away from his long, seemingly happy marriage with his wife of 60 years, Alysa Nora Campbell, also known popularly in the media spaces as ANC. When questioned about it,
I have decided that I cannot and will not campaign for the ANC of Ramaphosa.
I belong in it, I believe in it, I will die in it. But once people mishandle it, I will also come in to rescue it. What else do you want? I have said I'm going to vote MK.
And I don't ever see him turning against the organization that made him what he is. He grew up in the ANC. He's seen many, many things that have happened in the ANC. And so I have complete faith and confidence that President Zuma will remain a member of the ANC until the last day of his life on this world.
I belong in it, I believe in it, I will die in it.
Jeremy revealed that he still wanted to die as a married man to Alysa Nora Campbell, despite their physical separation. Alysa, on the other hand, faced with an unexpected turn of events, gracefully accepted Jeremy's decision but found herself unable to initiate divorce proceedings. When asked, she calmly explained that Jeremy had walked away, but she couldn't bring herself to officially end their decades-long union.
Are you going to expel Jacob Zuma from the party?
He's not expelled, he has walked away. No, you don't expel a person who has walked away. There's no need to expel him, he has walked away.
Are you not going to take him to a DC?
There's no need, he has walked away.
So simply you are ignoring him, you are blue-ticking him.
He has walked away. So what action do you take to a person who has walked away? He has walked away.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Mantashi.
You can't do anything with a person who walks away.
That is the chairperson of the ANC, essentially saying Jacob Zuma has walked away. There's nothing you can do with a person who's walked away.
What's his membership status, by the way, within the ANC right now?
He has left the ANC.
How do you mean?
He's not a member of the ANC. He has left the ANC.
He says he's going to die in the ANC.
He won't die in the ANC. He's living outside the ANC now. Unless when he dies, he will die. Then in the mortuary he will convert himself to the ANC. But now he's living outside the ANC now. He won't die in the ANC.
So why don't you formally expel him then?
We can't expel a non-member. He's not a member of the ANC.
That's very confusing because you were able to.
Confusing.
No, it is confusing.
Not a member.
I'll tell you why it's confusing.
So confusing indeed. But as time unfolded, the community watched this unique chapter in Jeremy and Alysa's lives, full of twists and turns. The complexity of their relationship left many pondering the nature of love, commitment, and the intricacies that can define a marriage. So many questions arise from this relationship. Why did Jeremy feel the need to walk away from his long-standing marriage at the age of 81? Like, what motivated Jeremy to maintain a symbolic connection with ANC, expressing his desire to die as a married man to her? How does Elsie truly feel about Jeremy's departure and his unconventional request to remain married in his spirit? Many people are asking, what is the nature of Jeremy's relationship with the new woman that he has chosen to live with? How will it evolve over time? Will Alysa eventually find closure, or will the lingering connection with Jeremy continue to shape our perspective on their relationship? Nobody knows. So in this video, we're exploring the reasons, some of the complex factors that could have influenced Jeremy to desire to want to die as a married man to Alysa despite living with another woman. What could some of these factors involve? Well, Jeremy may have a deep emotional attachment to the history the shared experiences that he had with Alysa throughout their 60-year marriage. Even though he had chosen to live with someone else, he still might feel a profound sense of connection to Alysa that goes beyond the conventional understanding of marriage. Also, the concept of death and its finality might be a significant factor. By expressing a wish to remain married to Alysa until his last moments, Alysa could be grappling with the fear of facing the unknown alone. Just the familiarity of his long-term marriage might provide that sense of comfort and security. Jeremy's decision might stem from the unresolved feelings or a sense of unfinished business with Alysa. It could somewhat be an attempt to maintain that connection and keep the door open for, who knows, some potential reconciliation or closure. Growing up in an era where societal norms heavily emphasize the sanctity of marriage, obviously Jeremy may feel a societal or cultural pressure to uphold the institution, even if the practical aspect of his life have changed. It could also be a symbolic gesture rather than a literal desire on Jeremy's side. It may represent a way for him to express gratitude for the life that he shared with Alysa, acknowledging their past while embracing a new chapter of his life. Remember also, human relationships are intricate, and Jeremy's situation may involve complex dynamics with both Alysa and the new woman in his life. His desire to remain married, but then at the same time saying he wants to die with Alysa. It might be an attempt to navigate these complexities without completely severing the ties between them. In essence, Jeremy's decision reflects the multifaceted nature of human emotions and relationships, encompassing a blend of nostalgia, a little bit of fear, tradition as well, since he grew up in the very traditional rural parts of KZN, and also the intricacies of personal connections. But let's talk about Alysa's hesitation to file the divorce papers after Jeremy walked away, in fact started living with another woman. What could have influenced Alysa's hesitation? Why hesitate to leave that man? Again, attachment comes into play. Despite the separation, Alysa may still harbor emotional attachments to Jeremy built over their lengthy marriage. Just the idea of officially ending the legal union might evoke those feelings of loss. She could be thinking, oh, we've been together for too long. She thinks of the vows that they made that would make it very difficult for her to take that final step. Having spent a significant portion of her life with Jeremy, Alysa might find it very challenging to let go of the time, the effort, the money invested in the relationship. There could be a reluctance to even acknowledge that the decades-long marriage has reached a point of irreversibility or a point of no return. Depending on Alysa's background and upbringing, societal or also personal values, emphasizing the sanctity of the marriage, that could also contribute to our hesitation. The stigma surrounding divorce in certain cultural and societal contexts could also be a factor. She could be thinking, oh wow, how will people look at me being a divorcee? And remember, divorce often comes with financial implications, and at their age, Alysa might be concerned about potential changes to her financial stability. This practical aspect could be a significant factor in her decision-making process. She could be thinking of the whole financial implications in the whole process. Alysa may also still hold into a glimmer of hope for reconciliation or a change of heart on Jeremy's part. It could also be the uncertainty of the future and the complexities of their relationship that might make her hesitant to close that door entirely. Fear of loneliness. It's so hard to face life alone after such a long companionship. So Alysa might be apprehensive about the prospect of loneliness and the challenges of navigating her senior years without partnership she has grown accustomed to. She could also be thinking of community perception, the judgment or opinions of their small rural village. Alysa could be concerned about how her decisions to file for divorce could be perceived by friends, family, and neighbors. And since Jeremy initiated the separation by walking away, think of it this way. Alysa could be saying, he's the one who started it after all. He can walk away. She might be waiting for Jeremy to take further steps or waiting for a clearer signal before making her own decisions. In summary, Alysa's delay in filing for divorce likely stems from a complex interplay of emotions, the values, the practical considerations, and the uncertainties surrounding her future. She doesn't know what the future holds. So each individual's response to such a situation is unique, and Alysa's reasons may be a combination of these factors. Why do you think Alysa is dilly-dallying in making a decision to separate from that long-term marriage? Let me know in the comments. But let's look at the likely outcome of their situation between Jeremy and Alysa. How will it unfold? Well, there are many possibilities, one of which is reconciliation. There might be a possibility of them coming together, reconciling, either through open communication, counseling, or a natural evolution of their relationship dynamics. And that could lead to a renewed understanding and commitment. They could go separate paths. Very possible. Jeremy and Alysa may continue living separate lives, maintaining that unique connection or friendship without the need for a formal divorce. That's also possible. They might find contentment in their individual pursuits while still caring for each other in a different capacity. Legal divorce possible? Yes. Alysa might eventually decide to file for divorce, either due to personal growth, a change of circumstances, or realization that legal closure is necessary for both of them to move forward independently. The situation could also persist with Jeremy living with another woman while expressing a symbolic connection with Alysa until the end of his life. Alysa may also continue to delay filing for that divorce, albeit unconventional dynamics. That's also possible. Another possibility is that both Jeremy and Alysa might explore new romantic relationships, leading to further changes in their individual life. This could bring additional complexities, but also the potential for personal growth and happiness. So ultimately, the outcome will depend on the evolving emotions, the decisions, the interactions between the two of them. Remember, life is unpredictable, and human relationships often follow unique paths, making it challenging to predict a specific resolution to such a complex situation. What do you think? Where do you think their relationship is heading to? Let me know in the comments. For now, we'll watch closely and see where this is heading to. Stay tuned.